Here's Brian in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Brian, I'm glad you waited. How are you doing?
Good, Rush. Hello. How are you?
Thank you. Fine, sir.
Hey, I had an idea of making the legal age to purchase a semi-auto firearm 21, and in return, pass reciprocity for concealed carry. And by the way, I'm a NRA life member, I'm a hunter, and I'm a veteran. And I don't really have a big problem with that.
Yeah, you're the second person. I've run into somebody else today in show prep. Not that I've spoken to. I saw somebody that I was reading proposed it, and I don't remember who. It might not have been an NRA official. Could have just been some pundit somewhere that said, we could live with a minimum age of 25 to get a semi-automatic weapon. Just like
21 like a pistol, I was thinking.
21 like a what? Like a pistol?
Oh. Well, right now, long guns are 18 and pistols are 21. So for semi-automatic, including long guns, that would cover like the AR platform and whatnot.
Look, I'm all for it. These guys are still going to get them. We're talking about regulating people that are going to follow the law. And by definition, you're not going to have a problem with them. Not to be disrespectful of your point. I understand the logic in your point. I really do. But the other thing I saw was somebody proposed raising the age to 25 before you could buy a long rifle. By the way, you cannot buy a rifle that fires more than one bullet per trigger pull. That's another thing that they lie to you about. They want you to believe it's semi-automatic means you pull a trigger once and it sprays bullets, you just aim. You need a bump stock for that. Semi-automatic has nothing to do with what you think it does. It still fires one bullet per trigger pull. But the age that I saw was 25. And it was a concession. Somebody thought it was a reasonable concession to make that would not harm the intents of the Second Amendment. It'd be no different than having a drinking age and a driving age. But the thing about it, if you do that, his idea was 21. The caller's idea, the thing I read, was 25. Wasn't the argument for lowering the voting age to 18 that if you're old enough to serve in the military, you should be old enough to vote? Wasn't that one of the reasons we lowered the voting age? But now you will be able to be old enough to serve in the military, but not old enough to enjoy a rifle. I mean, you can serve in the military, but you can't go buy a rifle if this age restriction went into place. I'm here to tell you, again, that all of these proposals are designed to distract you. They are designed to, once again, cause as many people as possible to keep focusing on the gun as the culprit. Because the objective here, folks, the long term, the epitome, I mean the nirvana dream is the confiscation of all weapons. They're not going to stop till they get that, and they're never going to get that, which means they're never going to stop. The objective is the confiscation of all weapons. And it's not because they think that'll stop the killing. This is what's so offensive to me about this. This is not about stopping the killing. It's not about saving the children. It's not about any of that. It's only about leftists wanting to control and have control over as much of the population as they can. That's why they hate the NRA. And it's not because the NRA spends a lot of money. The NRA spends very little compared to other major donors. The NRA is a very, very large and very, very successful grassroots organization. The NRA's strength comes from the depth of its membership and who those people are. And the left cannot undermine that, no matter how hard they try. And they will never be able to undermine it. So they have to go after the guns. And all of this talk about changing regulations and laws, never forget, the only people we're regulating are people who already obey the law. By definition, people are going to break the law. By definition, people are going to go get guns that are banned. In fact, the more they're banned, the more attractive they're going to be. It's not the way to deal with this. The Limbaugh concealed carry in the schools solution. Try it. Try it in a state or two. See what happens. See if it works. We know it's going to work. That's another thing the left doesn't want to see.